ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम। जय जय राम। ॐ रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः। अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। ॐ श्री हनुमते नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनं। ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे। ॐ श्री तुलसीदासाय नमः। Hari Om, a warm welcome to today's session. Mata Sita ji very clearly, categorically, and with a very assertive, firm voice, she expressed herself why she cannot stay back in the palace and she has to accompany her Bhagavan. And while we saw that yesterday, we will see what happens now with the 68th Chaupai. We will read. अस कहीं सीय बिकल भई भारी बचन बियोगु न सखी संभारी देखी दशा रघुपति जिय जाना हठि राखे नहीं राखी प्राणा कहे कृपाल भानुकुलनाथा परिहरि सोचु चलहु बन साथा नहीं विषाद कर अवसरु आजू, बेगी करहु बन गवन समाजू, कहीं प्रिय बचन प्रिया समुझाई, लगे मातु पद आशीष पाई, बेगी प्रजा दुख मेटब आई, जननी निठुर बिसरी जनि जाई, फिरी ही दशा विधि बहुरी की मोरी, देखी हऊ नयन मनोहर जोरी, सुदिन सुघरी तात कब होई, जननी जियत बदन विधु जोई, बहुरी बच्च कही लालू कही, रघुपति रघुबर तात, कबहि बोलाई लगाई, हर्षिनि रखी हऊ गात, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Having said that, अस कहीं सीय बिकल भई भारी, Sita ji was completely overwhelmed by the distress of the entire happening. Bachana biyoguna saki sambhari, she could not even imagine that particular experience of separation from her Lord. Dekhi dasa Raghupati ji jana. Looking at her condition, Raghupati, Bhagavan Shri Rama, was completely convinced. He was totally convinced that her heart of hearts, hati rakhe nahi rakhi hi prana, that her life is in him. And she will not survive if he goes away without taking her along. Kahevu Kripal Bhanukulanatha. Now, Bhanukulanatha, the all-merciful Lord of the solar dynasty, said, Parihari Soch. Hey Sita, now give up all your thinking. Stop lamenting and everything. Chalo Banasatha, come, accompany me to the forest. Very firm decision he took. Nahi bishadakara avasaru aju. Today, we should not live under grief. That is not the way we should live. Be happy. Begi karahubana gavana samaju. Immediately start preparing for the journey to the woods. Get ready. Kahi priya bachana priya samujhai. And then he also consoled Sita ji in lot of good words. He said, don't worry, you come with me, I am there, I will take care of you. And you also take care of me. Maybe that could have been one more addition. Lage matu pada asisha pai. Now, Ramchandra ji went and prostrated in front of his mother, Kaushalya ji, and to receive blessings from her. Begi prajadukha metab ai. Please, now see what she says. Kaushalya ji says, Begi prajadukha metab ai. Please come back and remove the distress of not only people in the palace but also the entire praja. Now, one very interesting point here we can probably observe. The Raja and Rani, both Dasharatha and Kaushalya ji, both of them have completely identified themselves not only with this small family, but the entire Praja as a family. Therefore, every time when she says Praja. Please come back to relieve the distress of the people of Ayodhya. Janani nithura bisari jani jai. And see your heartless mother. Please see to it that this heartless mother is not forgotten. Meaning, keep me in your heart always. Phirihi dasa abidi bahuri ki mori. Now, the fortune has turned. Oh God, oh goodness, dekhi hau nayana manohara jori, that I may be behold, meaning what? I want to see you with the eyes. I want to see you completely. Sudina sughari tata kaba hoihi. When my dear son, when will he arrive back from the woods? That is the auspicious day for me. Janani jiyata badana bidhu joihi. This mother shall live to see that moon-like face when he comes back from the forest. Now one more point. Look at this point here. The mother will wait to see you when you come back, meaning she will hold on. Remember, Dasharatha, Ramchandraji had a very clear indication. What? He will not survive when he comes back. Why? He cannot live without him. And here, Janani, she says, I will hold on to see you both back. Bahuri bachcha kahi lalu kahi Raghupati Raghubharatat. She says, hey Rama, when will I call you again? The moment you go away, whom will I call? When will I call you? My darling son, my dear son, oh my child, the Lord of Raghus, the chief of Raghu race, oh my boy, how will I call you? When will I call you? Kabahi bolai lagai dhiya harashi nirakhi gata. And to call you and to, embrace you with all my love. When will this going to happen? I want to see you all from top to bottom all the time and get that delight, that joy. When will it happen? Like that, she was lamenting. Continuing, Tulsidas writes, Lakhi saneha katari mahatari bachanu na ava bikal bhai bhari Rama prabodhu kinha vidhinana samau sanehu na jai bakhana tab janaki sasu pagalagi सुनिया माया मैं परम अभागी सेवा समय दैय बनु दीन्हा मोर मनोरथु सफल न कीन्हा तजब छोबु जनि छाड़िय छोहु करमु कठिन कछु दोसु न मोहु सुनि सिय बचन सासु अकुलानी दशा कवनि विधि कहूँ बखानी बारहि बार लाई उरलीन्ही धरि धीरजु सिख आशीष दीन्ही अचल होवु अहि वातु तुम्हारा जब लगी गंग जमुन जलधारा सीत ही सासु असीस सिख दीन्ही अनेक प्रकार चली नाई पद पदुम सिरु अतिहित बारहि बार सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरु नाथ महाराज की जय। लखी स्नेह कातर महतारी। Ramchandra ji, he saw his mother who was overwhelmed with grief. Bachanu na ava bilaka bai bhari. She was so soaked in emotion. She was unable to speak anymore because she was greatly agitated, totally disturbed, highly dejected. Rama prabodha kinhi bidhinana. Then Ramchandra ji went near her. Probably he must, as I said earlier, he must have held her hand or put his hand on her shoulder, or maybe he would have taken her into the arms. And then he consoled her in very many ways. He gave lot of logical thinking. Samau sanehu na jai bakhana. That particular condition, that occasion, which was intensely drenched in love and affection, along with the pang of separation, was something which cannot be described. Najai bakhana, tabajanaki sasu pagalagi. Sitaji, she now went towards her mother-in-law and she, fell at her feet to take blessings from her. Suniya maya mein parama abhagi. And she says, today, O mother-in-law, I am the most unlucky person. She was the one who wanted to go with Ramchandra ji. And she says, I am most unlucky. Why? Seva samaya daya banudinha. When it is time for me to have served you intensely, heaven has exiled me. Bhagavan has exiled me to the forest. Mora manorathu saphalanakinha. And has refused to grant me the desire of serving you, O mother-in-law. Now please note, when she says, God has refused me to serve you, actually she has taken the decision to go with Rama. None of them wanted her to go with Ramchandra ji, isn't it? She has taken the decision, but her decision was right. Think. Her decision was right. She had to go with Ramchandra ji. At the same time, she definitely feels in her heart of hearts that she is unable to serve her mother-in-law. And that is what she says, God has refused. Tajaba chobu jani chadiya chohu. Hey mother-in-law, I pray, please do not be perturbed because of all these, incidences that are happening. But at the same time, please entertain feelings towards me. Meaning what? Please help me. How? Bless me. How? Do never stop thinking about me. You thinking about me is equal to blessings only. Very thought of yours on me is nothing but blessings. Therefore, keep blessing me. Karamu kathina kachudosu namohu. This is Bhagavan's ichha. Destiny, fate. This has brought us lot of distress. And all Sita ji's words were also such that it gave lot of pain to mother-in-law. Dasa kavani bidhikaham bakhani. Therefore, I have no words. I have no words to describe the condition. Barihi baralai uralinhi. Kaushalya ji, again and again, she pulled Sita ji, embraced her, hugged her tightly, and she poured all her, tears on her. Dhari dhira jusikha asishadinhi. And after some time, she slowly consoled herself, collected herself, and taking courage, she cautioned Sita ji. Now that you are going to the forest along with Rama, Rama is there to take care of you, no doubt. At the same time, you also have to take care of yourself and Rama. Therefore, there can be lot of troubles, there can be lot of displeasure, there can be lot of other incidences happening which may not be pleasurable. This is where you have to forbear. Titiksha. What is titiksha? Sahanam sarva dukkhanam apratikara purvakam chinta vilaparahitam sa titiksha nigadyate. Acharya Shankara says. Sahanam, endure, forbear. Sarva dukkhanam, whatever problems, situations, whatever comes, sahanam, endure, accept. Apratikara purvakam, never react to it. Don't react. Quietly accept. Chinta, and don't much worry about it. When you engage yourself in serving your Lord, that will keep you occupied, that will keep you happy also. In the process of occupation, you can forget all the pain and suffering. Therefore, apratikara purvakam chinta vilaparahitam. Don't lament. Oh, all this will happen. Oh, this has happened. I thought I will be like this. Oh, like that. Vilapa, ayyo, Rama. How much we lament. Conditions come, conditions go. Situations come, situations go. Problems supplied free, no doubt. Is it not? All will be there. But have faith in Him. Trust Him. Name bhaktah pranashyati. Kaunteya pratijanihi. Remember, understand, if possible, declare to the world, Name bhaktah pranashyati. My devotees shall not perish. As far as life is concerned, pairs of opposites cannot be, separated, cannot be brushed aside. This is life. Therefore, don't lament, don't worry, don't blabber, don't crib. Accept whatever comes as His decision. March forward. In Kannada, there is one beautiful saying. Nadi munde, nuggi nadi munde. Go forward, march forward. Nuggi, push yourself and march forward. Keep moving. Probably such wonderful thoughts Kaushalya ji must have taught Sita ji. Therefore, seek her, Asisha. Along with that, she blessed her from the bottom of her heart and all that she did. Achala ho ahivatu tumhara jab lagi ganga jamuna jaladhara. While she was blessing her, her tears was, unstoppable. Kaushalya ji, she blessed her so much. How? Achala ho ahivatu tumara. Meaning, may this blessed state of yours as wifehood knows no break. What does that mean? Dirgha sumangali bhava. Ashirvada. Dirgha sumangali bhava. Jab lagi ganga jamuna jaladhara. While doing all this, endure. So long as the streams of Ganga and Yamuna continue to flow, you have to endure all pains and suffering. Thus, she gave not only Ashirvada, she gave her guidance also. सीत ही सासु असीस सिख दीन्ही अनेक प्रकार. Sita hi sasu, mother-in-law, asisa. She blessed her. Sikha dini aneka prakara. She gave lot of advices in very many ways. Chalinaai pada padumapsiru atihita barahi bar. And then Sita ji again and again prostrated at the feet of her mother-in-law and in a very most humble way she bowed to her lotus feet again and again, and then she slowly parted. It has to happen, you see. Can't go on. The same condition cannot go on. Now what? Now that is over. The father is convinced. Mother is convinced. Now wife is also convinced. Ramchandra convinced his consort, Sita ji. Sita ji convinced the mother-in-law again. Now next challenge. What is that? Let us see. Samachar jab Lachiman paaye. Now comes the greatest task. To convince the father, probably Ramchandra ji found it easier from his standpoint. Mother also got convinced. Wife also got convinced. But the toughest task is to convince Lakshmana. Now see, Samachara jaba Lachiman paaye. We will chant it. Samachara jaba Lachiman paaye. Vyakula bilakha badana uthi dhaye. Kampa pulaka तन नयन सनीरा गहे चरण अति प्रेम धीरा कहि न सकत कछुचितवत ठाढ़े मीनु दीन जनु चलते काढ़े सोच हृदय विधि काहो निहारा शुभ सुख सुकृतो सिरान हमारा मो कहु काह कह बर घुनाथा रखी हहि भवन किले हहि साथा राम बिलो की बंधु कर जोरे देह गेह सब सनत्र नु तोरे बोले बचनु राम नयनागर सील सनेह सरल सुख सागर तात प्रेम बस जनि कदराहु समुझि हृदय परिणाम उछाहु मातु पिता गुरु स्वामी सिख सिर धरि करहि सुभाय लहे उलाभुतिन जन्म कर न तरु जनमु जग जाय सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. Samachar jab Lachiman paaye. When Lakshmana got the news, Vyakula bilakha badana uthi dhaye. He was so disturbed, and with such a disturbed face, he got up and ran towards Ramchandra ji. Kampa pulakatana nayana sanira. He was trembling out of that particular experience cannot be, expressed in words. He was completely what do you call it as? Shattered. He was trembling. His hair, pulaka, tana means body. Pulaka tana, entire body was, the hair stood up out of horripilation. Not positive horripilation, but negative horripilation. Unacceptable condition. Nayana sanira, eyes were full of tears rolling down. Gahe charana ati prema adhira. He ran and fell at the feet of Ramchandraji and held the feet of Ramchandraji so tightly, and was completely overpowered by emotion. Kahi na sakat kachuchitavat thade. He was unable to speak. He stood with such a blank mind. The mind could not think of anything. Therefore, with that grief-struck eyes, he was looking at Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji. Meenu deena janu jalate kadhe. His suffering was as though the fish was taken out of water and thrown out. Sochu hridaya bidhikaho nihara. He started thinking, what is going to happen? Oh God, how can this happen? He said to himself, all my joy, Subhu, Sukhu, Sukrutu, Sirana Hamara, all my joys, all my merits, complete Punya Karma, everything are now gone, are smashed. Mo kahu kaha kaha bara gunatha. Now he was worried. Look at that thought of Lakshmanji. At that moment, he was only thinking of Ramchandraji. He is seeing Ramchandraji's mother Kaushalya. He is seeing Sita ji there, his sister-in-law. But all that did not get into his eyes at all. He only saw Ramchandraji with such a pitiable, seeing. He was completely aghast. Why? He was wondering, what will Ramchandraji tell him? Will he ask him to come along, or will he say, you stay back? Rakhiha hi bhavana. Will he ask me to stay back? Ki leha hi sata. Otherwise, will he take me along with him? He was perplexed. Rama biloki bandhu kar jore. When Ramchandraji saw Lakshmanji with folded hands, with tears, with absolute, expression of complete aghast, he was aghast as though. Deha geha sabasana trinutore. And how has he come? He has just given up everything and he has just come straight running. He has given up. He has not even met his mother to ask what is happening. He just ran quickly to Ramchandraji. Bole bachanu Ramanayanagara. Ramchandraji now addressed Lakshmanji. The next task, which is the most difficult task actually, he addressed Sila Saneha Sarala Sukhasara. And who is Ramchandraji and even Lakshmanji? Both are well versed in Sila Saneha Sarala Sukhasagara. Both of them are very great, virtuous people. And that particular, intimate relationship what both of them enjoy was inexplicable. And Sukha Sagara, both of them shared lot of love and natural joy. Natural joy meaning what? Joy that has no reason. All of us, according to Shastra, all of us are Sat Chit Ananda Swarupaha. But we are not identified with that. We have identified ourselves with this filthy body, with this terrible mind and irrational intellect as though. And therefore, suffering only. Whereas, Lakshmanji had surrendered completely at the feet of his brother who is Bhagavan himself. And naturally, Bhagavan, both of them, natural joy they shared between each other. Tata prema basajani kadarahu. Ramchandraji tells Lakshmanji, hey Tata, my most beloved brother, do not lose your balance of mind out of extreme emotion. Now here, the emotions are born out of pure and uncontaminated love. This is not that foolish sentimental love. This love is not sentimental. Oh, you are crying. No. Yes, he is crying not because of the separation of the physical body, it is because of the separation of the soul, what he was thinking. The soul is no separation. But at that particular moment, because he cannot live without Ramchandraji. None of them actually. And therefore, Samuji Hridaya Parinama Uchahu. And because of that love, you don't lose your balance. O Lakshmana, understand, be convinced. Samuji Hridaya Parinama Uchahu. At the heart of hearts, understand the truth behind and lift up your mind and remain happy. And then he says, Matu Pita Guru Swami Sikha Siradhari Karahi Subhaya. Now look at the instruction that he is giving. Siradhari Karahi Subhaya. Those people who bow down to all the advices given by Matu, mother, Pita, father, Guru, preceptor, Swami, master. All of these people, when they advise, the one who is listening to the advice, Lahev labhutina janamakara, nataru janamu jagajaya. Now they will give such an advice which is good for your life. Very important. Mata, Pita, Guru. And then master, teacher. All of them will give only good advice. And those who obediently follow will rise in their life. And those who do not follow will have to suffer in life. Advice given by Ramchandraji to Lakshmanji. Now it is a turn of Lakshmanji to tell Ramchandraji what is his condition and how Ramchandraji responds to Lakshmanji. This is a very beautiful, wonderful portion, Prasanga, which we will see tomorrow. Alright, that section has to be seen together. Therefore, with reference to Lakshmana, we will see tomorrow. Alright. Siyavar Ramachandra ki jai, Pavan Sutta Hanuman ki jai, Umapati Mahadev ki jai, Bolo Bhai Sab Santan ki jai, Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai.